Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I actually do not have a fully annotated copy of any book on my bookshelf right now. I've got random annotations here and there throughout random books, but I haven't got one book that is annotated from start to finish. I was thinking the other day how I would absolutely love a fully annotated copy of one of my favourite books ever, and that is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I feel like this book is so special to me because it got me into reading, and if you've watched all my videos on my channel so far, you would know how much I love this book. I literally talk about it in nearly every video. Any excuse to mention it, I will. So that is what this video is going to be. I popped into Waterstones after work the other day and picked up a brand new fresh copy. I have already started annotating it for now, but when I was doing it the other day I was like, I should make a video out of this. I should really sit down and just show you exactly what I do when I annotate. Hopefully I can give you a few tips and tricks if you want to get into it if you've never annotated before, and hopefully this helps you, and hopefully this inspires you to start writing in your books.
Firstly, I'm going to speak you through all the supplies that I use, and the first thing is tabs. I mainly get these off of Amazon, and you can also get them from places like Cheel as well and random arts and crafts stores, and they usually come in packs of 5 or 10 and range from lights to darks, any sort of colours that you like. And if I'm tabbing a book, I like to use the little tab holder as a bookmark as well. The second thing that I use are my Tombow Jewel brush pens. I've used these pens for a really long time because I used to do this thing called bullet journaling, and they're quite big in that community as well. These are more on the pricey side, but they are absolutely amazing pens. Next is post-it notes, very basic. I normally just get these from random arts and crafts stores or just the pound store. I also have an assortment of random other coloured pens that I've picked up here and there, but they're just basic pens, also from the pound shop. Now guys, let me get you onto my favourite pens ever. They're amazing, they're from the works, and they're literally £1 for a pack of 3. I find that these ones rarely smudge, and they're really good because they don't bleed through any of the book pages, and they just write really nicely. Lastly, I also have some clear sticky notes. These are just more discreet versions of the post-it notes. That is about everything for my actual supplies. I'm now going to tell you how I use them. Firstly, I just want to say that I feel like a lot of people get a bit overwhelmed when it comes to annotating and writing in their books, and they think that it's some big academic thing where people analyse literature, the use of language and all this crazy smart stuff, which of course some people do, but most of my annotations are literally just slay or oh my god or any random stuff really. I've also heard a lot of people say, I don't know how you can ruin your books like that, but I personally don't see it that way. I see annotating as a way to express yourself and make a story completely yours, and I think there's nothing better than finding a book that you love so much and immersing yourself into that story. The thing that I personally started doing with annotating is tabbing my books. There are many different ways that you can do this, whether it's having a set colour scheme, matching the colours to the cover of the book, or just randomly rainbowing them however you want. I personally like to use a colour coordinated system with mine, so I normally do pink or red for any cute moments and romance, blue for anything sad, green for any non-romance related quotes that I like, and yellow for any funny or comedic moments. And if I'm reading like a mystery or a thriller or something and I need to remember anything from a murder case or any plot twists, I normally tab purple because it's just anything that I need to remember. I usually get my tabs from Amazon or Cheel, as I said in the beginning, and each set of tabs usually comes with a straight ruled edge to use for underlining and highlighting things.
I think a child just fell over outside of my house. I'm just looking out the window. I'm sorry. So I'm going to do a little update for you guys, and I was at uni today and I had a little break in between my revision sessions, and I managed to annotate up to here, which is in between the middle of chapter 6 and chapter 7, and look at these colours. We are doing well at the moment. It looks amazing. I mean, we've still got a lot to go, but I'm really enjoying doing this so far, and I still fancy doing a little bit more, so I'm going to sit down, cozy up, put some headphones on and see where it gets me.
I know some people that use a plain pen to underline things for their annotations, but I like to add a little bit of colour, usually matching the tab that I've chosen. I also think this makes it look really pretty, and I usually add bright pastel colours if there's a summery themed book, but I have annotated a book in winter before where I've used more browns and reds. As well as tabs, I also add post-it notes for any longer things that I want to say. So I annotate the edges of the book, but if there's anything that I want to specifically relate to myself or a personal experience or anything that I might be writing a good few lines for, I like to use a post-it note. I personally like to use the solid colour ones, but as I showed you in the beginning, there are the clear ones, and I think these are perfect for those of you that don't want to maybe write in your books just yet if you're a little bit scared, but you still want to try out annotating. Another random tip that I have, and I've only just really started doing this recently, is to circle any words that you don't know and write the definitions on either a post-it note or in the margins. Not that you'll ever really look back at it, it is kind of pointless really, but writing it down will help you remember the word in the future. I remember doing this for the word seldom. I've never seen it written in, a paragraph before, and now that I've written it down, I know what it means. As I said before, there's so much pressure around annotating to be some academic smart thing, but honestly, most of my reactions and annotations are just OMFG or slay, and I love doodling in my books personally. As you can see by my copy of The Silent Patient, I have lots of little flower drawings throughout more of the romantic sections of the book, and in my copy of The List by Caris Jones, I have little leaves because this chapter was specifically set in the woods and I thought it was really fitting. Oh my god guys, look at it, it is fully annotated.
That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I hope I've managed to convince you to start writing in your books and annotating, because it doesn't destroy your books. Please get that into your head if you want to start annotating. It will be fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!